This is Sheila from She's a Sassy Lady, and this morning what I thought I'd do is we would make another box, but this time I want a box to fit cards. We made a whole bunch of different cards, and we've made cards, and every one of you have. And what I thought would be nice is if we put together a box to hold these cards in, so that we could actually have a gift for someone. With a box of cards. This is 6 cards here. Let me move the gypsy aside here. This is 6 cards, and all I did was I took 6 cards and 6 envelopes, and I just grabbed a stack that was in my stash so I'd have some idea of the size that we'd need. Now, we all know the size of an A2 card, but we need depth, and I think that depending on the size of our cards and how much we embellish them, I mean, this is a very narrow stack, a ½ inch, so I would like to go at least an inch or 3/4 of an inch so that it could hold a little bit more on our cards, okay? So that's what we're going to do today. Now, what I did is I went back, and remember when we made templates? Well, I went back to my A2 template and clicked on that. And what I did was I actually went to the template page, and got rid of one of the boxes and put the other one in the center. And that actual is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 high. Now we want this, of course, to go larger, and I want our A2 envelopes are 4 3/8 by 5 3/4. So what we want to do is we want to bring up that so it'll fit within there. So we need at least width-wise, I think we need at least 4 3/8. We'll probably just bring it up a little bit so that it's not quite 5 inches. And the height, I think we're going to need a little bit more. Okay, 5.8, probably 6 inches. Okay, so it fits. Now from there, what I did is, or what we should do is go and get back to George, or if you're using Plantain, excuse me, I gotta hold it so I can get there faster. Did you see how I did that? All you have to do is hold down, and the name of the cart shows up, and you just tap on it. It takes you right there. Now I'm going to use this little one over here, long, narrow. Do you see it? Long and narrow. Tap on that and see how it's just the right height. Now at this point, and I got to check something out. Hopefully I turned on the timer. I didn't. At this height, I want to then tap this to get my other side, and so now I have 2 sides, and all I do is move it over just like we did in the last box. You folks are, I shouldn't say folks, you ladies are very familiar with how to make boxes. So many of you made the boxes, and they're really easy. Once you figure them out, you'll find out that they're extremely easy to do. Now, I think I want to keep this away from there for just a second because I want to get my top and bottom box. Now I'm going to go back and make a copy of this. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't check the size of it. 1.81. That's perfect. Well, you know what? I think it should probably be a little narrower because that's almost 2 inches, and we don't want that much. So let's take it down to an inch point, 1.11. Okay, that'll work. And let's make it 1.10 on this. 1.1. Oops. Backspace. 1.1. And this one have our width also 1.1. Okay. Now let's take one of these sidebars here. Excuse me. I've highlighted it. I want to make a copy of it. And remember, okay, look over here. I'm going to turn it, tilt it, whatever way you want to turn it. See how that did it with the arrows? Okay, I want to put it up here. But notice it's much bigger. So what we want to do is we want to make the width the same as this box. So I went to the basic key after I highlighted it. My width is 4.95, so we're going to go back and highlight this and change it to 4.95. Look at that. Isn't that perfect? See how easy this is? I've had one lady that's kind of a little bit upset with me because of my videos are, excuse me, she says blurry. And they are a little blurry, ladies. I'm sorry about that, but this is what I can afford. And I'm just trying to help you. So hopefully, it seems like all of you, or most of you, like it, but every once in a while I do get someone that's upset, and I'm sorry, but that's what I can do. So we'll make a copy of this, move it over. Now I have all my boxes lined up. I'm going to take and zoom out, and this is going to be difficult for you to see. I think I'm going to hold it up here a little bit, and all I'm doing is moving this down, as you can see, so that it gets to the bottom of the box. And then I'm going to tap on the top one and get that to the top. Tap on the side, move it over. And all of my sides should be touching, hopefully. I've got it zoomed so little, and I'm looking around the corner of the camera to be able to see this. I'm going to highlight it, weld it, and preview it so I can see. And as you can see, I had a hard time with these two over here. So we're just going to go back, take the highlight button off, and this time I'm holding down. See how I put my thumb? I hold it down, tap on the screen, and it makes it larger. And here we can really see now what the problem is. So I'm going to tap ever so slightly and bring it up, and tap this and bring it over. And now let's see if let's highlight. Now I still need this one side over here. And this is all I do, is I just keep double checking my work, and that's all you have to do. It's so simple. Okay, preview, and there we go. We've got a box. Almost. See? See how nice that looks? Now all we have to do, take it off preview, go back, and remember that's 1.10 is the width of our size there. So all I have to go back and get one of these little, and look at this one here. It's a perfect size, perfect shape for what we need. So let's take it back, and what we need to do is use our turn key again, and we need to turn it around. See how I flip that? Now let's look at the size of this thing. Width is 1.10, height, see, we need to make it different. Okay, we're going to make it 1.10 width. Okay, and now we will just move this over, and we've still got it way too wide. Sometimes when they have that angle on there, it's a little bit harder, so I'm just going to tap that down. And I'm going to zoom back in again. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Okay, it needs to be a little bit smaller still. There we go. Okay. Now we do this to all four sides. And that's it for right now.